Good evening. Tonight we are going to be having some Alfredo pasta and some salmon with a stuffed seafood mix. And hopefully it's going to turn out real good. But we did run into one problem. So I have one pack, which is just regular Alfredo. And then we have a whole nother brand for fettuccine Alfredo. So hopefully it's going to turn out all right. It has the same recipe as far as ingredients needed. So I'm going to end up mixing them up and hopefully it tastes all right. Um, so right now what we have going on is the water is boiling with the butter in there. I do have the milk measured out. I'm about to get ready to pour that in there. And while we're waiting, I'm going to put the salmon on. Now, I've never put the salmon in the air fryer before, so this is going to be a first time. Maybe I should lift it up one. I don't know. Yeah, where it won't be completely under. Don't want the bottom burnt. All right, and we are going to pick fish. And let's see what it says 10 minutes. So maybe that's all it takes. I'm not for sure. Um, while we're waiting on that, we'll come back over here and pour the milk in. I know that's gonna cool it down for a little bit. Um, one thing my grandmother taught me um, was to always have a wooden spoon or some type of wooden utensil. The reason why is because it helps when it starts to boil, it helps it from boiling over. Um, Now, if it's already boiling to the top, it's not going to automatically stop that. But if you do it and set it on there as it's boiling low down, then it won't be that big of an issue. So I'm going to go ahead and wait for this to start boiling. It is pretty warm still, even after I added the milk. I'm going to go ahead and grab my handle back here and place that on the pot and slide it over on the eye where it won't be um, so hot on the centerpiece here. All right, looks like it's coming along. Um, Now I have to turn on this light here and see how this fish is coming. I mean, it says it's only been on there for 1 minute, but who knows? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get this pasta switched over into that pot. All right, now our pasta is in the pot. I did forget to show y'all on here. It did show on this recipe that you needed water, milk, and margarine. And then the same thing on here, margarine, water, and milk. So hopefully it's going to taste about the same. The only thing is this one was already pre-seasoned, and this other one here came with a packet of seasoning. So go ahead and stir this in because we don't want it to stick. And all the pasta really looks the same. There wasn't much difference um, in there, and hopefully this pasta be cooking by the time that fish is done. Um, but who knows? Um, I'm gonna turn this heat up on this pasta for probably about say 2 minutes or so, and then we're gonna add that other pack of seasoning in. And while this is going on, let's look at this fish. I mean, it's coming along nicely. And it's got 6 minutes left, so I believe that fish is going to be done before that pasta is done. All right, our 2 minutes has passed, and I just poured the seasoning in here, and now I'm mixing it in. I do still have it on high, but I am about to turn that down again. Let's put it back on medium. But it's still bubbling, so I mean, that's pretty good. I'm hoping that it's going to taste really good no matter if it's two different brands. Uh-oh. All right, let's look back over here at this fish. It's got about a little bit more than 4 minutes left. Um, it is alternating between high heat and low heat. Um, so I'm assuming that's natural with it using the air frying section. It does, I know you can't see it very well, but it does have a bake section and a dehydrate section on there. All right, let's stir this pasta. Looks good. And I'm probably going to turn this off after I take the fish out. Just don't want that to burn. I know I'm over here talking real slow. Sorry, y'all. Um, just double checking my food over here. Let me go back to this directions. It says reduce to medium heat, which I have it on medium heat. Boiled uncovered, which is not covered, for 5 to 6 minutes or until pasta is tender. Stir frequently. Afterwards, you're going to let it set for 3 to 5 minutes while it thickens. All right. So by the time my fish gets done, then I actually can turn the eye off and just let it sit there and come together. Let's see what we have over here going on. While we have this pasta boiling, we're going to look at this fish. Ooh, yummy. It looks like it's getting really close to being done. Let's see here. I gotta go over here and grab my oven mitt because I know I'm gonna have to take that out here in just a moment. Uh-oh, it says it's got 1 more minute left, y'all. Just 1 more minute. Maybe I should just let it sit in there after it kicks off. Just work to stay in a warm environment. Same thing until the pasta is actually completely done. Oh, it's beeping saying it's done, and it says end. So I'm just gonna let that sit in there, and we're gonna go back over here and turn this eye off, and we're gonna let both of these set just a few minutes on here. All right. Hopefully that pasta's gonna thicken up. All right. So it's been about 5 minutes or so. The salmon looks pretty good to me from the outside. I don't know about the inside. It might need to cook a little bit longer. And this pasta is actually, it really thickened up a lot. Um, Looks really good to me. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this salmon right here. Oh yeah, that's done. Let me look over here, make sure, because you know this is the centerpiece. Yep, that is done. Nice and pink. Not undercooked at all. Just perfect. Well, look, I'm going to let y'all know how this tastes next time, especially with this pasta mixing two different brands. If y'all have any questions, concerns, just leave a comment. Thank you. Have a good night.